It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone, and he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game, and they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Howell from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell now to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
One for... That's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, and not any run after it.
Looking to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And here's a give to Gibson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Howell, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, 27 yards. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Howell. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Washington. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2. As we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Joey Slop. Point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cade Otton, 50 yards. And the Bucs have moved out in front. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Hal to throw on second down. He's got it to Gibson. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 74 yards. And the Commanders have yet again retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? Two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
No. Play was so good, I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First down, here's White. Sheds off the tackle, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, an 11-yard touchdown. As they have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career. To keep the chains moving. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first.
Howell throwing on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd down, Howell now. That one downfield for Dotson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's Howell. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And the ball is knocked out. It looks like one of the DB. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained... Stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9 now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Okay, ready?
A final shot before break. Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Browns who have the lead at halftime. Nick Chubb, well on his way to a 100-yard afternoon. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Tough spot here. Third down and 11. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the Commanders' 3-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jamin Davis in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And it's caught. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. These 2 first downs give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Howell. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now he's game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
partner. Very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now there's a short one taken in by Otten and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Looking to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
70. At the 19-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. White, he'll try the left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Yellow, black block, opposite, green.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It got his man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this third quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when we were kids?
He got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. The carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll roll him out right. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Powell. Buying time to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Sly able to put this one through.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
This is 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll try the right side here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Alert! Alert!
They keep it on the ground right again.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down by a field goal, 1:39 to go.
This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
Here's Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Howell to throw. That is caught. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He's back to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run.
And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jamin Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. Down at the 25.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Well, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Robinson.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.